many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves. Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now. Dixie Maverick. 18, right in.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Franks. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Franks. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got it to about the 40. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Franks now. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Franks. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Willis with another keeper, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to keep it.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Taking it about the 36. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the left side. It's Stevens, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Ready up. Ready.
They run once more with Taylor. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Franks. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
52, 6,
The Franks looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Stevens. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the left side with Taylor. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes the thing would be
touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath.
Their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's short. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready. Hey, let's go! Ready.
4th down, Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Got it.
First and 10, Taylor now. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Ready? Setting up play action. Franks. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Running straight ahead, Taylor. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On second down. It's Stevens, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Willis.
He's got a man, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Dragon 60.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feed.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action, Willis.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Up the middle they go. Stevens. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. First and 10, it's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Check it.
On 2nd down now, it's Stevens. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw, Willis. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there.
Back now in Nashville.
Ready.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. And room there to work it inside the 25. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Ready, set.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Willis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now we give to Taylor, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Franks able to find his man, Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Working out of the gun, Franks. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Stevens able to slither by. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Being chased out left. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Colts pick it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long